So Sack, I get it. Like with MOBAs, because MOBAs are extremely difficult. I've played literally over 5,000 hours of Dota. I have put as much time into Dota as I've had plenty of fighting games. They're hard. They're as hard as fighting games, you know what I mean? For some people they're harder, for some people they're less hard, whatever the fuck. But I would compare their difficulty and competitiveness as similar to each other. That's my opinion. But the big difference is one's a team game, right? So that's really the only outlier that I could see that's a big difference to me. And I'm sure there's other things that I'm just not thinking of right now, but that's definitely always been one of the things I've pondered. Is that like, okay, MOBAs are as technical, as difficult, if not more so than fighting games, than certain fighting games for sure, right? Why? Why are they so popular? Why do they continue to grow? Why do their player bases go up? And to be fair, Dota struggled with their player base going up for a very long time. They might still be struggling for all I know. I stopped kind of following it. But it's something I've asked myself plenty of times. Yeah, that's the saving grace of MOBAs. There's a chance of a sweat being on your side. Yeah, so I think Fight Element gives a good point, is that MOBAs give suggested builds. There's not really like a suggested build or suggested game plan for fighting games, like as hands-on, right? Like we have like the videos, like for the character introductions that was like, hey, you know, try this or that or whatever. This character can do this with this normal or whatever, you know, they gave some semblance of a game plan at the end of those character introduction videos, but there's no like in-game equivalent, right? There's no in-game thing that we could really point to as a resource. So that's also something I think that there should be explored in some type of way. Yeah, the team aspect 100% helps preserve egos for sure. MOBA knowledge is a less of a pain in the ass to get in some ways, I think, but I think there's like, if you want to be super good at MOBAs, I think there's tedious things to practice and things that you have to really search out for to learn for those too. At least that's how I was with Dota. There was definitely tedious things I needed to practice. There was definitely things that I needed to search out that was not too easy to find. Yeah, shooters, like I get shooters 100%. Like I get the easier appeal of shooters because it's literally just click on a motherfucker and they die, right? Like that is even simpler to understand than fighting games where it's hit a motherfucker and they die. Like, so I get that. MOBAs are a different story to me. MOBAs, it's like if you look at a MOBA, I don't think it's clear what's going on at all if you don't know what the fuck's happening. Do shooters take as much like ceiling, their skill ceiling is as high as MOBAs and fighting games? 100%, in my opinion. I think it takes as much effort and skill to be good at shooters as it does at fighting games as it does at MOBAs, in my opinion. But I do get why people think shooters are easier or just in general, like you understand them quicker. I get shooters. I don't get MOBAs. I don't get why people would ever think MOBAs are easier. I really don't understand that whatsoever. I don't know how that happened. Maybe it's because I only play Dota and I don't play League, but I really don't understand how that happened. Because to me, they're just as hard as each other. Because playing with MOBAs with friends is easier? No. I get why MOBAs are more popular. I get the team aspects of them, but I really do not believe playing with friends is easier. The game itself, playing with my friends did not make it any easier. Like, playing with my friend that knew what the fuck was going on made it easier, right? Besides that, no. Like when I was learning the game, playing with people that knew what the fuck they were doing helped me because I could ask questions and they'd be like, do this, right? But with fighting games, you could do that too. It's just like there's no cooperative experience to it in terms of in-game again, right? It's not recognized in-game. You're not on the person's team. You're probably playing against them or you're beside them telling them what to do as they're playing, right? Shooters and MOBAs demonstrate fewer buttons as being crucial to success. Click mouse to do things. Okay, that's like a normie's perspective. I'm not calling you a normie or a casual or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with being a normie or casual, and I'm not calling you that. I'm saying that I get that. I get MOBAs like having that perception, but not from where I am, right? Because again, as a Dota player and as an Invoker player, I know that I have to hit my keyboard like crazy. I have to do so many things on keyboard with Dota. With Invoker especially, to me, I had to do as many fucking execution shit with buttons as I did in fighting games. I think it's maybe my unique experience that is not a lot of people's experience with MOBAs, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should play League. And maybe I should actually like give League a real college try to get that perspective. Mechanically, fighting games are way harder than MOBAs. I disagree. I tried to play MOBAs and I couldn't wrap my head around what was going on. Yeah, I mean, I really feel like straight up, if you gave a person that never played a video game or has very minimal video game knowledge a fighting game and a MOBA, there's no fucking way they understand what's going on in a MOBA quicker than they understand what's going on in a fighting game. No fucking chance. Zero chance. Like, maybe I'm fucking ignorant as fuck. Maybe this is a real old head opinion or something, or maybe I'm tripping balls. But to me, there's no fucking way, dude. There's no fucking way. If you give someone who has minimal video game knowledge the two genre of games, you put them in front of them, there's no way they don't figure out the fighting game first. Yeah, accountability is super huge in fighting games for sure. As humans, like the accountability of fighting games and how we react to things as humans clash, which is a huge reason why fighting games definitely are not as popular as some of the other games for sure. Yeah, Brap, I 100% agree. Like the lack of real feedback making it hard, I 100% agree with that. That's why I always tell people, because you know I get plenty of new people to fighting games all the time in my stream, and I tell them, if you could find someone that is like at your skill level or a little bit above your skill level that might know a little bit more about what's going on, what you're doing, but not too far above, it will literally improve your enjoyment of learning a fighting game tenfold. The enjoyment you will have will go up so drastically that it cannot be understated. It is so vital to enjoying the learning of a fighting game to have someone there that is at your skill level or slightly above it. Like it is crazy. It is so important. Hey, what's good, everybody? Thanks for making it to the end of the video. And I was wondering, after watching this video and editing it, what were you thinking about the difference in skill between MOBAs and shooters and fighting games? Is there much of one when it comes to really getting good at them? Let me know in the comments. And again, like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And I'll be back with another video tomorrow. Peace out.